What's going on, people? Welcome back to Funnelheads.
Well, hello, and welcome back to Funnelheads. It has been a minute since we've been in this room recording a new video for the channel. Probably since May or June, and many of you know we've been on a grind of basically putting out all of our daily vlogs from our last back-to-back cruise. I hope you all enjoyed it if you had a chance to watch. If not, I created a playlist. I'll put it in the description box. But yeah, it took a long time, probably 5 months, to basically compile everything, edit, and then put it out. Of course, life gets in the way. I was super sick for a few months, and then just, schoolwork, all that good stuff. But anyway, we are done with that. Moving on. But today I just wanted to get in front of the camera, say thank you to everybody. We've hit a ton of milestones in the last 5 or 6 months since I've been on video, so I do appreciate all the support, all the views, subscribers, all of that. It really helps us out, so I just appreciate you. And today we are going to go over a few different topics, and excuse me one second, but I have to get my handy dandy coffee stained notepad. I know it's disgusting. This is how my mind works, so I'm gonna try to stay on point. But today we just wanted to go over basically 3 things. One of them is we have several cruise collections that we got going on. Some of them are behind me. We've added to this, and I wanted to see kind of what you guys collect on your cruises, on your vacations, what souvenirs, memorabilia. I'd love to hear all about it, and perhaps maybe I collect something that you don't, and you collect something that I don't, and maybe we can make a exchange, or purchase, or whatever the case is. But we did add to that. I'm excited to show you just a couple things. Then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, which is going to be the feedback from the channel. Again, it's been a little while of just vlogs, pretty much weekly or twice a week since we came back from our cruise. So I want to get some feedback on what you like, what you don't like, whether it's negative or positive. We're always looking to improve, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to hear, what you want more of and all of that good stuff. We'll get into that in just a second. And then the last portion of this video is going to be the most exciting part, and that is our upcoming cruises for this next year. We did announce one of them when we got back, but we do have several other that we just booked. We've been stewing over them for a little while, trying to figure out, work schedule, school schedule with little man, price, itinerary, cruise line, all that good stuff. But we eventually, actually, funny thing is, it rained here for like 4 days straight, like super rain. There's nothing else to do. We were bored out of our minds, and we're like, you know what? Let's just plan all of our vacations. So it turned into a really cool, 4-day event, pouring rain outside, but we were getting stuff done. So, and it was kind of a weird situation because we have at least 1 or 2 cruises booked before our, last one ends, because we always get really bad cruise blues. I don't know if you guys get that, but, basically as that cruise ends or ended, we always get super bummed out, super sad. So we always like to have kind of one in the chamber, as you would say, and something to look forward to, a countdown. This one we did not, just because this this back-to-back cruise to the places that we went turned out to be way more expensive than what we had envisioned. Even with all the research that we did, it just kind of blew out of proportion. So we had to kind of peel it back a little bit, and now I think we're in a good spot. So anyway, we're going to go over all of that. Hopefully you guys out there will be joining us on some of these, so we'll look forward to reading the comments on who will be on some of these ships that we build. All right, so up first, like I said, we have cruise collections that we try to collect. This started about when the channel started, because we were kind of all over the place. We collected some things from the islands, pins, ship maps. We were all over the place, and we only had a little bit of each thing. So now we've kind of honed it down. But I don't know if you can actually see from the video, but up here on the shelf we have a couple of the inaugural cruise books. And what these basically are, you know, books for the first couple of sailings or first month of a new ship or a rebrand of a ship. So for example, like when the Carnival Destiny became the Carnival Sunshine, there was a new book for that. So currently we have the Vista, the Sunrise, and the Sunshine. Now since then we've added a few Carnival inaugural books, and these are actually ships that have been scrapped. So we're trying to look for ships that have been scrapped first, and then like moving on to the more rare ones. But we have, of course, the ship that's going to be coming out soon but was scrapped back in the day, the Jubilee. We have the Holiday. And we also have the Celebration, which is now a new Carnival ship as well. So I just added the Celebration, actually. I found it on eBay. Of course, these are, you know, used, but they're in great condition. And we're looking at, you know, collecting, you know, all of them eventually, hopefully anyway. But like I said, more of the rarer ones first, and then we can kind of move on from there. But I love them. Of course, Rhett loves them as well. And it'll add to the collection. But if you have any of them kind of hanging around at home, you don't really care for it, maybe I have something that we can exchange for, or, you know, maybe purchase it off of you. So let me know. You can email us, of course, our direct email. I'll put it in the description box. Another thing that we collect are the ship coins. Now we have pretty much all of the ship coins for the older ships that have come out, like I would say Vista class prior. We have added recently the Carnival Venetia coin, which we haven't been on this ship, of course, but I just dropped something. But my parents actually just came off of it. They absolutely loved it, and they were able to pick us up this beautiful Carnival Venetia coin. So we are collecting the coins. If, again, you guys have them out there, don't really care for them, we could always figure out something. And last but not least, one of the major things that we collect are going to be the ship models. So we have the Ecstasy, the Miracle, the Magic, the Horizon, the Mardi Gras, the MSC Seascape, and then we actually have the RMS Titanic that we got from the Titanic store in Belfast. We got one for Rhett as well because he is obsessed with Titanic. So of course we are kind of thin on the ship models. They're very expensive, but that is something that we collect as well. And that one is more for Rhett when he gets older. We're trying to collect each ship that he's been on and then give it to him, you know, like later in life once he will appreciate it a little bit more. He would appreciate it now, but I think he would want to more play with them, and of course they're not that, or they're rather delicate, so they would end up breaking. So anyway, we're gonna collect them for him later in life, and hopefully he'll enjoy that. But those are those are the things that we collect. Now, I want to hear in the comment section below, what do you guys look for as far as memorabilia, souvenirs, different things from the cruise ship that you collect, whether it's, you know, decks of cards, maps of the ship, pins, your sail and sign card, which of course we collect as well. We've got a huge glass vase filled with them. I haven't figured out what else I can do with them yet, but that's where they go once we're off this ship. Now moving on to the second topic, and that is feedback, which will be really important for us and for you guys as well moving forward with the channel. Of course, we've been kind of doing our daily vlogs, and that's all we've really been doing these last, you know, 4 or 5 months. Maybe there's a video here or there that we mixed in, but primarily, you know, all my time has been taken doing that. And I want to know some feedback on the vlogs, what you like, what you didn't like, what would you like to see more? Do you even like the vlogs? Do you want us to do daily vlogs on our cruise, whether it's, you know, sea day, port days, first day, last day, or is there only certain days that you really are, you know, wanting to see? You know, just looking at the data, it looks like the embarkation day is by far the most popular video from each series of vlogs that we did. So is that something that you only want us to do moving forward? We would love to know more information about that. Also, what other videos would you like to to see moving forward. Now this cruise channel is really about everything cruise related. So, you know, some examples of what we've done in the past has been, you know, news, cruise news, you know, just information, tours, whether through the cruise line or third-party services, drink package, you know, food videos, ship tours, just to name a few. What are the things that you guys are interested in the most? I really would like to know, and so that way we can have a little bit more identity moving forward. I'd rather, you know, put my time in creating content that people really like to see and that will click on, and that will also help them out in the long run. So that is the aim of the channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a poll in our Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, that's okay. I'll post the poll on the YouTube channel as well, but we'll put the links in the description box as well as the comment section. And I'm going to have a few different options on what you'd like to see more of, but feel free to comment either in the comment section on this video or under the polls, you know, what you like, what you don't like. Do you want to see us in front of the camera more? Do you want to see lives? Do you want to see Little Man? I mean, literally whatever you'd like to see, put it in there and we will certainly try to make it happen, because, you know, we have fun doing the channel, but we want you guys to enjoy the content that we're creating as well. So hopefully we can all get a little bit better understanding at what we're looking forward to with the channel. Now moving on to the last topic and the most exciting topic, at least for us, but hopefully you guys will be on some of these cruises. Now most of you already know, because we announced a few months ago that we're going on the MSC Divina out of Miami, which I think we're going to have to drive to. It's going to be a terrible drive, but unless airfare dips a considerable amount, we are going to be driving. And this is a 7-night cruise going to Ocho Rios, Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and Ocean Key, which is their private island. Now, we did want to get on MSC again, but we wanted to go on one of their mid-size to smaller ships. This one is a little bit older, of course, from what we went on, which was the Seascape, brand new ship, absolutely, you know, mega cruise liner. So this will give us a better idea of what MSC has to offer kind of across the fleet. So we are excited about that. Before that, we added the Carnival Elation on March 9th, which is a 5-night cruise. It's only going to, it was supposed to go to Princess Key. They switched that for whatever reason. We're now going to Half Moon Key. Either way, they're both really nice islands, so it wasn't the end of the world. Honestly, I think we prefer Half Moon Key a little bit more anyway. And then we're going to Nassau, Bahamas, which we actually haven't been to since the peak of the pandemic, so a lot of things I'm sure have changed. I know they've been building that pier forever. I believe it's complete at this point, and I'm not sure what we'll do in Nassau, but we may go back to Margaritaville. There's a couple other like resort style places that we wanted to check out as well, so we haven't made up our mind yet, but look forward to going back to Nassau, which is kind of weird to say because I've never really looked forward to going to Nassau, but anyway, I mean, it's a beautiful island, but it is probably a place where we've went to more than any other place. So, but it'll be nice because like I said, it's been 3-4 years since we went there. So, again, that is March 9th on the Elation, 5 nights. So after that cruise, we do have a little bit of a break in our schedule. We had some conflicting scheduling with Little Man's school, my work, and Michelle's work. So we actually have to wait till the summer in order to cruise again. But right when summer starts, we are going on the MSC Meraviglia out of New York, which we've had a lot of friends actually cruise on this ship already. People have absolutely loved it, so I'm thinking that we will love it too. We always have a good time, you know, no matter what. We don't let the little things bother us for the most part. So we are going on that on June 2nd, and we're actually going to Port Canaveral, which is funny. I'm not sure if we'll get off the ship in Port Canaveral unless we're going to one of the theme parks with the Little Man. So we'll see. No plans there yet. And then we're going back to Nassau as well as Ocean Key again. again. So very similar to the other itinerary, but you know, going on the MSC Meraviglia will be really awesome, checking this beautiful ship out. And then we're doing something that we've never done before, and that is a side-by-side cruise. And if I told you we're leaving from New York and we're doing a side-by-side, there's only one other ship that is there, you know, permanently, and that would be the Carnival Venezia. So we are actually coming back off of the Meraviglia for one night, staying in a hotel, and then jumping on board the Carnival Venezia for an 8-night cruise that leaves June 10th. And we're going to visit Amber Cove in Dominican Republic, Grand Turk, as well as Half Moon Cay once again. So that is our basis for our cruise schedule for the next year. Now, we are planning to add to this as, you know, time moves forward. We want to, of course, pay some of these cruises off and get, you know, the excursions, all that, you know, done and planned. But these are the 4 cruises that we have a basis for, and then we'll add to that as we can. Now, I want to know in the comment section below, are you planning to be on any of these cruises? Are you already booked? I want to read that some of you are. It would be super exciting, you know, to meet you guys in person and to kind of chat in the Facebook cruise groups beforehand and all of that, share pictures, videos. It'll be really exciting. Now, I am trying to do something sneaky. Luckily, Michelle doesn't watch these videos, so I'm going to tell you guys ahead of time, and that is I'm planning to try to book a back-to-back cruise on the Carnival Venezia. Coach Cruise, Brad from Coach Cruise, I'm sure you guys have heard of him, seen him. He's been on our channel. I've been on his channel many of times. But he is actually on the Carnival Venezia the week after we're supposed to get off. So I'm hoping that we can stay on board for that back-to-back. I'll have to save a lot of money, but it'll be really exciting. But Michelle never watches these like update videos, so she'll never know. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, I'm hoping to surprise both her and Little Man. I've never been able to do both of them before. I don't know if she would be mad, you know, not mad, but like, of course, leaving her out of a big decision is a big idea. But I feel like if I was in her shoes, I would just be super excited to stay on the ship again. But from like a clothes and planning, you know, point of view, I can see where it could get messy. I don't know. I'll have to think about this a little bit more, but it would be really exciting to surprise both them, and then of course stay on board with a bunch of, you know, other YouTube content creators, the Coach Cruise family, and all that good stuff. So we're gonna try to make it happen. We're gonna try to save enough money. Hopefully life won't throw us some curveballs and I won't have to fork out a whole bunch of money for, you know, things that pop up, but that is the plan. We'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys so much for letting me blab for about, I don't even know how long, 15 minutes or so. It's been a while, so I'm just excited to get back in front of the camera. But let us know feedback from the channel, cruise collection, things that you collect over time, and are you going on any of these cruises? If you are, I cannot wait to meet you, and neither can Michelle and Little Man. So hopefully we'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.